morning and welcome to Michigan, USA. We're here in St. Ignace at the Starline Port and we're about to head out to the historic and beautiful Mackinac Island. And Mackinac is actually the first trip that Allie and I went on as a couple. And in order to get to the island, there's two ways. So one, you can leave from Mackinac City and take either the Sheplers or Starline ferry from there to the island, or you can take the Sheplers or Starline ferry from St. Ignace, which is located just across the bridge in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which is where we are. And you need to take a ferry because there's no cars other than a few authorized cars that are allowed on the island, which actually make it really nice, more walkable, a lot of bikes, which we'll be doing later.
And the tickets were $28 per person round trip. And also what's really cool is that you buy the tickets for the day and then you can hop on any ferry throughout the day. They have their schedule, so you just have to get in line because it's first come, first serve, and we should probably do that soon.
Yeah, just pulled in, but our goal for today is explore and soak up as much of the beautiful Mackinac Island as possible, and of course share with you, so let's go.
We just arrived in Mackinac Island and our ferry ride was about 35 minutes, but that is because we went under the bridge. Not all of the rides go under the bridge, and those are just about 15 minutes. You have to look at the schedule and they will tell you which ones go under or not.
Yeah, it's not all times, it's just like certain times it look like on the itinerary. It goes under, but really cool, definitely worth it too. And if you're leaving from St. Ignace, a little tip, sit on the right side of the boat going toward the island. Definitely the most beautiful, like lighthouses and
the
bridge and everything else, really, really beautiful. And now, first thing we're gonna do is go explore the city and Fort Mackinac, which we saw a little bit on our way here. So let's go. We are now here making a quick pit stop in front of the Grand Hotel, about a 12-minute walk away from the fort, which is absolutely beautiful. And as a fun fact that a lot of people don't know, actually has the longest porch in the world of right around 660 feet, which is extremely impressive. And for $10 per person, you actually can go walk on the porch if you're not, you know,
a guest
of the hotel. But obviously if you're a guest and stay here, then you have access to that. But for us, we're actually kind of running on a little bit of a time crunch for our next destination. So we're just here outside, which is still totally worth stopping by, either walking or on your bike.
Yeah, the complex is beautiful and massive. You can see it when you're coming in from the ferry. Really beautiful. And another fun fact is that they have almost 400 rooms, but no two rooms are the same. They have these super cool, like colorful, eclectic sort of design. So maybe if you're interested in staying, I think Sumner's dad stayed here once.
He did. He thought it was a little bit overpriced, to be honest, but everyone's different. So it depends on kind of what you're into, but could be worth staying. Definitely worth stopping by, at least in front. And now we're actually gonna go head to a kayaking tour. So we're gonna go around to the island and see a couple iconic points, which I'm super excited for because it's been so hot. Want to get closer to the water at least. So let's go. unfortunately, the kayak tour had to get cut short because there was literally lightning like multiple times.
Yeah.
And our guide was like, okay, we need to go head back. And like,
we need to be
he
safe.
was speeding back. So just for our safety. So that kind of sucks. But the time that we were out there, which was about an hour,
wonderful.
Great. Telling us like weird, there's some cult that was on the island at one point. There's some woman that, you know, had a bunch of money and donated land to this church and got buried under the church, and then Rome made her excavate the body and then they put it back, and just crazy stuff that happened on this island.
It was super cool, and the tour that we got was the Arch Rock tour, and that is $100 per person.
Yes.
It lasts 2 hours, but ours did not last 2
and so
hours.
we're supposed to go see the Arch Rock, which is this kind of iconic landmark here on Mackinac Island.
This limestone rock with a hole inside, but we're gonna try to catch that soon.
But first, because we felt a little bit wheezy, you know, after the kayak, a little bit of waves because of the ferries coming in. So we're hungry, and the top recommended restaurant by multiple people there at the kayaking agency was Kingston Kitchen, which is where we are now. And it was really cool that we noticed coming here into Mackinac, both the hotel we stayed at and here on the island, is there's actually a ton of Jamaicans here, which is awesome. Some of the amazing, every Jamaican I met is amazing.
There's some sort of incentive for them to come.
Yeah, I think it's like regarding like visas, a lot work at the Grand Hotel, which we were earlier. Wonderful people, of course, and of course, amazing food. And we ordered a Jamaican Mackinac mix, which right here is a whitefish caught fresh right here from the bay, with kind of a Jamaican twist with capers on top, some fresh veggies, surrounded with this beautiful mashed potato. Looks amazing and smells great. Allie ordered some ginger beer, which is basically like really gingered up ginger ale. I like it way better, from Jamaica as well. And of course, also Red Stripe, which is a Jamaican lager. So looks so good. Let's dig in.
Without a doubt, the most popular sweet here is fudge. You're gonna see it everywhere on the island.
Yes, like a ton of shops.
Yes.
But
we came here to Joanne's Fudge. They actually produce about 10,000 pounds per day of fudge.
So they have to be good at what they do. So went inside and got some, and it's
so
crazy packed. All day we've passed by, it's been crowded just because of how popular it is. And we actually ordered some to see if it actually is the best. Now we're here just down the street at Mackinac Island Bike Shop. And the reason that we're here is, as you know, Mackinac is an island. And there's a road that goes around the perimeter of the island, and obviously more or less this circle, which is a total of 8 miles, which takes about 4 hours if you want to walk, a little bit faster if you want to run, and about an hour nonstop if you take the bike. And as a fun fact, there's how many bikes on this island?
About 1,500 bikes to rent. That's what I read. But that's not counting the bikes that people bring on the ferries, and the locals also, they own bikes or horses. So a ton
of bikes and horses. That's like the two biggest things. I've never seen so many bicycles in one place in my life. And kind of biking around the island, which we've done before, there's a lot of beautiful nature spots. You can go, and hopefully we're gonna find a place to go swimming, because the water earlier that we were able to touch briefly felt really nice, and see a couple other really iconic views. But we have to make sure that we're back right around sunset, so we need to kind of hurry a little bit, but super excited. Wanted to do this since we got on the island, so let's ride.
And we found the Arch Rock. that was what we were going to see on our kayak tour, but we found it here during the bike. It's right next to the road, so it's pretty easy to see.
And there's some stairs right next to it that you can walk up to see it. It's about like 270 stairs. I don't think it's that bad the last time that we went up there. Let's go check it out.
stop for a swim, but first I'm sending Sumner to test the waters. Let's see how it is.
It's cold, but it's nice. Here at our final stop, trying to get a beautiful view of the sunset.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it looks like it's kind of setting behind some clouds, so maybe not as spectacular as it would have been, but still amazingly beautiful, and such a beautiful view of the Mackinac Bridge behind with these pink skies.
Yes.
The waters are crystal clear, gorgeous, and we've been on this island.
Yes.
Well, we left at 9 a.m. It's now around 8:40 p.m.
Yeah.
So it has been a full day and an amazing day. I think I like this adventure even more than our first.
Yes, yes. I mean, 8 years ago, it was the first time. And it's funny, as we went around, we remembered some things and it felt just as amazing. Almost like we were here for the first time.
Yeah, it was definitely like remember some things, but almost rediscovering new things. Such a peaceful place. Everyone, all the tourists, the locals here are so nice and hospitable.
Extremely nice.
And of course, beautiful views. This is not just one of the most beautiful parts of Michigan. I think it's one of the most beautiful parts of the United States, which by the way, of course, is filled with beauty.
Yeah.
But this is so, it's more than just the view and the people. There's some like aura here that I really, really love.
It's so peaceful.
Yes.
And there's so much to do.
Like, do we recommend Mackinac Island? 1000%. Put that on your bucket list, especially if you're in Michigan. Come on, you gotta see it. An amazing time, an amazing place.
And it's important to say that even though the island is open year-round, the months that you can get a ferry to come and visit is between May and October. And you probably do want to come within those months because it gets so cold in the winter here. So we're here in the beginning of August. The last time we came was beginning of July. It was really hot. And the water was freezing cold. So
yeah, so I think August is definitely a better time if possible than July for sure. Better weather, less people.
Yes.
It's awesome. And plenty of ferry rides, of course, as well. So we actually have to catch our ferry out of here before the last one leaves. But hope you had an amazing time. We loved having you along with us. If you want to see more adventures like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you like the adventure today, hit that thumbs up and comment with any questions you have below. And until next time, thanks so much for watching. God bless, and we look forward to having you on the next adventure.
Ciao!
I'm in a London telephone booth. This is mental. It's a red one. How absolutely mental. US coins only, how mental.